Welcome and Happy New Year to everybody. Here's to it being happier, healthier, and wealthier one for all of us. And by wealthier, I'm thinking more in terms of physical and mental health and well-being, without which we're all the poorer, aren't we? So as we begin our first meditation of the new year, I thought it'd be quite timely to reiterate one of the most important elements for sustaining a meditation practice. And that's to consider how we show up, what our intentions are, and why we even sit. So what does it mean to be good at meditation, I wonder? I think it's about being good at structure, having some sort of routine, being clear about our intentions, and being disciplined enough to show up. It's also about understanding our why, without which we don't understand our motivational purpose for anything, do we? Having said that, I know we're all different. Not everybody is structured and regimented. I know I'm not. So I tend to think that many of us are attentionally challenged, meaning our meditation practice is often hijacked, very easily hijacked. We've got the best of intentions to meditate each day, but something comes along. Life throws curveballs, which means we often find ourselves resisting to sitting, even when we know the benefits of having a daily practice, and even though we mostly enjoy it once we're sat there. And as coaches, the coaches amongst us know, willpower alone isn't enough to create our daily meditation routine. And that's why New Year's resolutions don't tend to work. In fact, there's about 87% of resolutions are forgotten by the third week of January. Staggering, isn't it? Because it's lacking that all-important accountability that an online Sangha like this community helps us to build that routine, to practice, practice, practice. And from there, we can start to build a regular set of sequences like body scans and checking in for any unresolved tension. We can practice gratitude and awareness for any given situation. We can take time out to pause whatever we're doing and just notice what we notice. Or we can practice super short, sharp meditations, such as while we're waiting in a queue. So instead of being impatient, we practice patience. We don't need to overthink these things. We just need to become more aware of our breathing until eventually we build our meditation muscles, the same as any other habits. And then we find ourselves sitting by ourselves for longer and more regularly, with the aim of doing it on autopilot, just the way we do with cleaning our teeth. We don't fight it. We don't overanalyze it. We don't judge it. We just clean our teeth. And so that's the whole aim for the meditation practice, that we just do it without fighting. And when we do it, we start to incorporate various core meditation practices, such as the things that we were building on last year, bringing in more awareness, more compassion for others, practicing self-love, improving our concentration by counting on the breath. And all of this brings clarity and equanimity. So we sit for many reasons, but ultimately it's to create self-mastery, which, we accept is a lifetime's work. So thank you for joining me today with these regular sits, which provide that all-important accountability, structure, so that we can develop a daily practice. So let's build our meditation muscles until it becomes a daily habit, and sit comfortably. Start to center ourselves. That might mean having a little shuffle in your seat if you're sitting on a chair or a cushion. Straightening our back, lifting our shoulders, but keeping the body relaxed. Letting our jaw hang slightly open, chin tucked in, eyes open or closed as you prefer. Resting your hands either in a meditation mudra or palms down on your thighs to support your back, whatever is going to make it sustainable for you. You might want to do a quick body scan just to check from the crown to your toes if you're holding any tension, and breathe it out in a couple of deep breaths. And now we'll take 21 normal breaths to transition our usually busy, unfocused mind to our meditation mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now just imagine that you're standing on a beach, barefoot, just at the edge of where the sea meets the beach. And as you're looking at your feet, you can see the waves coming and going and lapping over your feet. And start to breathe in unison with the sea. As the waves come in, you're breathing in. And they hit the beach. And there's that moment, that pause. And then you exhale and the tide goes back out, washes over your feet and back out. Just enjoy standing at the beach, watching and synchronizing your breath with the waves as they come in on the in-breath, wash over your feet, hit the beach, and breathe out as they roll back over your feet, back out to sea. And if it helps you to stay focused, count them in cycles of 10. 10 waves breathing in, 10 waves breathing out. And if you notice your mind has started to wander, as it does for everybody at some point, just gently bring it back to the counting without any judgment or criticism. Practice loving kindness to yourself. And if you've got an agitated mind after the busy festive family season, and there's lots of emotions or thoughts to deal with, just notice that, but don't engage, and come back to the breathing. and the counting to keep you focused. Waves are just like emotions. They come and they go. They arise and they dissipate. Nothing is permanent. As the Buddha says, whatever we're feeling, this too shall pass. It is what it is. And this is about acceptance. It's not about changing things. Feel yourself feeling sleepy or drowsy, then practice your eyes open. Just moving your eyelids up a little bit so that your eyes are just resting on what's in front of you, not searching, can help you stay awake. Or doing something like moving your tongue to the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Anything at all to keep your awareness on the breath. And as we prepare to come out to today's sit, let's take a few deep breaths and set an intention for the rest of your day. Perhaps it could be something just to help you reconnect with yourself on a more regular basis, or be more patient with yourself and others. When you're ready, open your eyes if they're closed, or lift your gaze and come back to the room. So, how was that for you today? 3rd of January. It's probably not your first sit of the year. Maybe it is. How was it? Anything
Very
that you...
nice, thank you, Dawn.
Very
Very
nice.
nice, very relaxing. Thank
Okay.
you. In the
Good.
beginning, my tides were coming and going very quickly.
Ah, okay.
Oh God. But then they did slow down. They did
Yeah.
slow down, and it was very, very pleasant. Thank you. It was nice.
It's an interesting analogy, using the waves as the breath,
Yeah.
isn't it? And
Yeah.
it's something I do when I'm stood on the beach in Marbella. And sometimes I'll catch myself thinking, oh, I wonder what's going over there in Gibraltar or North Africa. And I think, nope, come back to the breath, just concentrate on the waves washing over my feet. And there is that sort of funny period, isn't there? It comes in, it hits the beach just behind your feet, almost like a pause as it sinks into the sand, and then it's dragged back out, and then it comes in. And as you say, it can be very fast, Lois, or it can be quite slow, depending on the weather.
Mm. Mm.
What about you, Sue? Anything you wanted to add?
Um, I found that sort of visualization really quite difficult.
Yeah.
And when you said about opening your eyes, I opened my eyes, and then I found the whole thing just much easier to sort of be with the breath. And normally it's the other way around, which was,
Ah,
so I was a
okay.
bit sort of not surprised, but as
Yes.
you said, it is what it is, and so plus I kept thinking of the cold North Wales Sea.
Well,
That
It's a bit
wasn't quite
different.
so nice as the warm Spanish one.
I should have added that, actually, not taking it for granted that everybody's got a warm seat to stand in.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, that would certainly catch your breath, the cold one, wouldn't it? It'd certainly
Yeah.
make you aware of your breath as you gulp for air. Okay, lovely.
Yes.
Well, of course, we meditate not just to relax, but also to get closer intimacy with ourselves and our minds. So I'm glad you found the first one of the year relaxing. We'll build on that over the coming weeks and months. So we'll end, as we always do, with a metaverse, which I'll just put in the chat box for you now. And you're welcome to join in aloud or silently as you wish. No surprises, it's the usual one. Because at the end of the day, as Pema Chodron says, just like me, we all want the same things. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be safe. May all beings be loved. So thank you for sharing this special space with me today, and stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you same time next week.